Hey guys, I want to talk about being tough. Got to be tough in today's world, and also unmoderated forums. Okay, there are forums that I'm sure that a lot of you visit out there in cyber world because let's face it, everybody is on it now, and that's where life is going, which is really hurting relationships. But however, anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is having to be tough, having to go gray rock, having to, um, you just got to be tough. Even if you're an empath, you have to be tough. And take no S. I don't want to cuss, but you know. Anyway, I'm a member of a forum. It's advice against Western women marrying Middle Eastern men. And because I've been through that and I'm over it, thank God I'm over it. I canceled everything and I got out of it, thank God. But the forum that I'm in, it's been a very good forum. I've been in it for over 2 years. And we have a woman that really likes her Middle Eastern man, which that's fine, but the forum is for women who are getting suckered, women and men that are getting suckered by someone from the Middle East. And I understand their plight, you know, and they're desperate. They want to come to a better country and they will use you for a ticket. So in this forum, we have people who have been there and back, and we know how they operate with the love bombing, the discard, and then finding out that you are nothing but a second class citizen. Now, I'm not going to talk about politics and I'm not going to talk about religion, but I am going to tell you that under Sharia law, a woman is half the value of a man, and they are to be used and controlled by men. So they're raised that way, they're narcissistic. Now, by the grace of God, we could have been born over there and that's what we could have believed in. But we are Westerners. And it's not true, and I did hear it because this woman got on the forum. She's an Asian woman and proud of it, which, you know, that's fine. I've got Asian friends and they're really nice, but when they're upset, they can be really mean to the point that she told one commenter to go slash their wrist. I mean, really. And this is supposed to be a moderated forum. It's for women who are about to take a leap, jump on a plane and go to some God forbid country where they're going to be under Sharia law. And people are getting more desperate to get to US. I can't express to you how important it is to not buy any of that BS that you get in messages, especially if you're an older woman and he's a younger man. I mean, yes, they are beautiful, and no, they're not all like that. I have two from Pakistan, yeah, younger guys, and they're not like that. They're, you know, they're not expecting me to do anything for them. They are just friends. As a matter of fact, one told me or asked me what we believed about their culture, and I said, well, what do you expect us to believe, you know? And he says, well, let me tell you something. We don't even read the book. We just follow tribal customs, which, you know, he was just like really a nice little fellow, and we hardly ever talk. But we're friends, you know, on Facebook. That's it. We don't, you know, carry on message or nothing like that. Matter of fact, I don't even have it on my phone. That's how sick and tired I am of it. I just have it on my big computer. But the forum that I am in is a forum to help. I mean, some of these women could lose their lives. Some have lost their lives. And we have this Asian woman that really does love her Mohammed. And we always hearing about her Mohammed, which now, after a year and a half, she was attacking people a year and a half ago, and we were simply taking up for ourselves. And she viewed it as an attack on her. So she waited a year and a half and came back to the forum, and she's calling people out one by one and attacking them. She attacked me. I had a very good post uh, it wasn't even my words, it was from Expat, which I'm a member of, and they have moderators, and they will delete the comments or they will moderate the comments so that they are not bullying or harassment. We've had several members leave the group because of her, and they stated they were leaving because of cyberbullying, and harassment, and they were not going to put up with that. I did not respond to the attack she put on me. Of course, she wrote me almost 1,600 words in response to the pinned post I had made, which was a very good post. And I had a Russian lady ask me about Turkish men, and I really didn't know anything, but she told me about the gender disparities in the Russian population, as far as there are far too many Russian women and not enough Russian men, and in Turkey there's an overabundance of men but not a lot of women. So there's a lot of Russian Turkish marriages I didn't know about, but she educated on me, and I thanked her for it. And I told her I had not much experience with Turkish men. I said, but I would be glad to research it, which I did, and I put down what I found, and she was appreciative of that. I have nothing against any other woman from another country. I do know that Asian women, when they're mad, they can be very, very mean. But I have, again, that's not every one of them, because we have mean American women over here. But they are cutful, very, more vicious than us. And I have an Asian friend out, that's my neighbor, and I had another one that was my neighbor years ago, and her mother had come over from the homeland, and I learned how to speak her language, and it just, she was elder, so it just made her day. But they were kind souls. But this woman is like a demon, or she's crazy, I don't know. But here's my point. I am this close, and I've already researched it. I'm this close to getting IC3 on this man's webpage or website, because in the past, several of us commenters have had our comments not posted. They were moderated, and they made the decision not to post them, which is their prerogative. It's in the user guidelines. It's in the guidelines for posting comments. And, we accept that. However, how in the world is she getting away with slambasting everyone? That's my question. I mean, but it's been going on for over a week, and we've had other commenters say, well, can't you do something? And the moderator's comment was, I'd be glad to step in and calm things down, but I just don't really know how to fix it. Excuse me, if you don't know how to fix something that's wrong with your page, then maybe you shouldn't have one. That's a cop-out answer, because in the guidelines it says he can go to delete them, and they are moderated before being posted. So I was blasted pretty bad, but I did not respond, because I'm not going to respond to that foolishness. Yes, it made me mad for about 2 days, but I knew it would make her madder if I responded, so I went gray rock. So I didn't respond, and of course that made her madder. And we have in these comment sections a like or dislike button. Now, about 8 months ago, the moderator and the owner of this site did remove the like and dislike button, because she was manipulating it. You can only vote but once, but you can go to a different IP address, or you can get a VPN, and you're able to, change your internet protocol settings to where you can go and just like, or dislike. any helpful comments that she didn't like, she'll just spam blast it with dislikes. And then all of her comments, of course, have the most likes. So, we know. So, about 8 months ago, he took the buttons off, and we all thanked him because she couldn't play her game anymore. Well, a few months ago, the buttons appeared again. He had put them back on, and now she's back up to it. But now she's coming in and she's threatening and, just hateful things to the commenters. And it's been about a week and a half, and I've just been watching it. I have not commented. I did answer the Russian woman even after she had, even after this Asian woman had left me a nasty comment of 1,600 words. I did not respond, but I went ahead and I responded to the Russian woman who asked me for help. And, I told her what I had found out. Because, hey, we're all women. We're helping each other out here, but evidently something is going wrong with her Mohammed and her. I don't know. Anyway, she's 48. She keeps going on about how young she looks. And I actually saw a picture, and she looks pitiful. When I saw her picture, it did put some humanity to her. And, I kind of felt sorry for her. But I went gray rock, and I didn't respond. But I'm watching it, and I'll tell you what. If he doesn't stop it, which he does have the power to stop it, and I don't know what his agenda is for letting it go on, but it is cyberbullying, it's attacking, and it's threatening. I almost posted a couple of times where I deleted my post because something inside my little inner voice from God was saying, leave it alone, leave it alone. So I didn't get into the cat fight. What I'm doing is I'm just watching it. I've already researched on how to report to IC3, and they'll probably shut him down. But I don't know of any site that doesn't have a moderator to stop people from hurting other people like this. And I'm not mad about it anymore. I mean, I just said, well, I'll just let her go and she'll fry herself, which she has. Everybody's laughing at her and making a joke about it now, but my concern is this, that there might be some lady that really needs help, and she moves away from the forum or jumps on a plane and goes overseas to some country she doesn't know the rules, and she gets stuck. This is a serious forum for serious issues, and it has become nothing but, well, one lady told the owner, when he answered her, after he let her post again, the Asian woman, this girl came back and she says, well, I see that you're allowing her to post, so I'm leaving and I will not be back. And she was one of the most excellent commenters we had. So was another one that left. And I haven't left yet, but I'm not making any comments until this blows over or he does something about it. But if he doesn't do anything about it soon, I'm not going to have any choice but to report him to IC3. And I have no problem doing that, because I think about women and their situations, and I think about their lives. And this is an important thing, And like I said, not every man overseas is like that. I know that. But 99 times out of 100, coming to the U.S. is simply to gain entry. Back in the olden days, no, it wasn't like that. But today, you got to look at the geopolitical scene. And I know they're in a rough area, but there's nowhere safe in the world. So we're not responsible to have to bring somebody to another country, No. But it is a little bit worse over there, but they're so desperate, that they don't mind using you. So, thing of it is, I guess I'll watch it. I'll keep you updated on it. I should read some of the posts. Maybe I will later, but right now, This little thing doesn't have much battery in it. This is just a little, it's one of those little, what they call them, it's like a little iPad thing. The videos are pretty good. They're not as high quality as my computer, but I think I overloaded it so my webcam isn't showing up. So I'll have to go clean some stuff out of it. But anyway, guys, y'all have a wonderful week. Tomorrow is Monday. And have a blessed day and blessed evening, blessed morning, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is. Love to you all, Angie out.